Hello, my name is Meredith, and this is Crooked Peach. We are a homestead. We are a very new homestead, so we are little infants. We're still learning how to do everything. We're not from this realm in any way, shape, or form. But I've been trying to work up the courage to share the story behind the reason of why we are a homestead. And it's taken me some time to work up the courage to do this because it's personal. Sorry. 1 year ago, my mother passed away. Um, it was not sudden. It was slow. And it was painful. And it was awful. And when she died, I was very relieved. Because watching the very long and slow process of her death was an incredibly painful thing. mm. Oh, sorry. However, her death has become a gift. I myself, at the time of her death, with under which the circumstances were, as I said, they were horrible. She had suffered very many strokes. By the time she was hospitalized for the last couple weeks of her life, she had a massive coronary, what they refer to as a widowmaker, though we didn't know about this until days before her death. She suffered from high blood pressure, dementia, which was stroke and hypertension related, and a number of other things, and there's no need for me to really get into all of that. Suffice it to say that watching my mother's death really gave me a glimpse into my own future and stick with me, because at the time of her death, and I had to write them down because I still have a little bit of one of the issues, well, a couple of the issues, but a little bit that affects how I can recall things. At not a young age, but I'm certainly not old. At age 53, I had the following conditions. I was very much overweight. I was exhausted all of the time. I suffered from high blood pressure, high cholesterol, severe GERD, bleeding ulcers, diverticulitis, brain fog or confusion, which I still have a little bit of recall, slowness now, irregular heartbeat and palpitations. I was unable to sleep more than 4 hours a night, and this went on for over a year. And let me just tell you, if you typically have a normal amount of sleep at night and suddenly suffer the inability to sleep for a period of time, you will virtually lose your mind. Psoriasis, lichen planus, psoriatic arthritis, which are all autoimmune diseases, and I still have every one of these things. Psoriatic arthritis, it was a really big, shocking surprise to get hit with that. More on that later. Depression and anxiety. All the time I fought with depression and anxiety, and for the life of me, I couldn't understand why. I began to very rapidly age. I mean, physically, I was going downhill very quickly. Like, the wheels were highly greased, and everything was super smooth, and it was going down really fast. Vision problems, seeing little circles and dots all over, everywhere, and randomly, it was the weirdest crap. For the better part of a year, I was bedridden with severe joint pain. which I still have a little bit of that. It doesn't affect me nearly like it used to. Carpal tunnel. In fact, carpal tunnel syndrome so badly in both arms. I was supposed to have surgery. Thank goodness, one good thing that came from COVID is that it shut down all of those medical facilities. And then if it wasn't like a life-threatening emergency, it got scheduled so far away that fortunately this did not happen. I was overall generally just extremely sick. I also suffered from dizziness, which was random also, which just hit me in the middle of walking. Not like when you get up or like right in the middle of a stride somewhere from one room to another, and then no walls to hold on to. Sometimes it was pretty scary. I did fall a lot. Like I said, I was generally very sick. I was on blood pressure medication. For the high blood pressure, they wanted me to take cholesterol medication. I did not because I had in the past once, and it gave me severe leg cramps. I was on biologic shots for the psoriasis, and I used corticosteroid topicals for skin lesions of psoriasis. I am not on any of those medications at all anymore. None. The only medications that I currently take, and yes, my goal is to be off of every one of these things, is a proton pump inhibitor to help me to continuously heal these ulcers up, and probably devil in a little capsule Celebrex for overall joint pain and inflammation. And all of the other things, the palpitations, the GERD, the irregular heartbeat, the inability to sleep, the severe swings actually between depression and anxiety, they have completely ceased. I've lost a lot of weight. I could lose more, certainly. And, I believe that it will happen. And it will happen in the time it is supposed to happen. All I've done is taken the circumstances under which my mother's passing happened and taken that information to focus my attention on how am I living my life? What is wrong with me? How can I stop this? Because I don't want to live like this, and I don't want to die like that. So, I found my people on YouTube. They garden, and they have animals, and generally speaking, I guess broadly you could say, they're a bunch of tree huggers, crunchy granola, just like myself. Thank heaven I found you guys. Thank heaven I found you all. Because it has been with focusing on eating whole foods, understanding what is in the ground, how the environment affects the foods that you grow, and how it nourishes your body. Where your foods come from is very important. The ingredients that are in your food being very important, and the role that those ingredients can play directly on your health. All of these things, I've found my people. I found my people. They understand the direct role that these things play with your health. And now this is where we are. We're a homestead. We do not have meat animals at this time. We have a number of chickens. They are our egg-laying birds, and they are pets. We have a pair of geese. They're kind of our guard geese, for lack of another explanation. That's just what they are, and they're pretty. It's a silly reason to have an animal, I'm aware, so I don't recommend it. We do have plans for this upcoming spring. We have meat bird plans for springtime. We have pigs coming to our woods in the near future. And there may be some goats here on the property. Maybe. Perhaps. Still in the works. I hope that there's been something that I have said in this video that speaks to just one person. One person. Know this. You're not alone, and it's not out of your hands. The situation is not hopeless. There's a better way. There is a better way. I'm going to stop here for now, and I'm going to say thank you very much to each and every one of you that have taken the time to listen to this entire video. This is not typically what I put out there. I just felt like it was important to share this part of the story so that you could perhaps understand where it is that I come from, where I'm coming from. I pray I pray that you don't miss this message and that you don't miss the opportunity to learn for yourself, to do better for yourself, to actually make your own informed choices. This I pray. Again, I appreciate you all listening. I'm going to stop now. There'll be more. And if you have any interest in finding more about our journey, stick with us. Follow along. If you have questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. And if I don't have the answer, I'm going to tell you that I just don't know. But peace to each and every one of your hearts. And just know you're not alone. You're not alone. Thanks for listening.